need to know from a men's perspective, are y'all waiting on girls to talk to you first? Like, are you waiting on a girl to ask you on a date? That's crazy. When you're out in public and you're making eyes with a girl and you're like making it known that you're attracted to her, but you're not gonna say something, how are you not gonna say something? I'll give you the opportunity, I'll put my phone down, I'll drop the handkerchief, but I'm not gonna do it first.
I'm telling y'all, men, you guys need to freaking get it together, because, oh my god, I want a family. I want kids, and you guys suck! You suck. Like, in this generation, I am not getting the family that I want, nor am I getting children, because you guys suck! That's all. Like, do I have to marry someone twice my age because y'all little boys, however old you are, act like little children? Because I don't want someone twice my age. But if that's what it freaking takes, like...
In this time, in this generation, men are just emotionally unavailable. They're just not, they don't want to be emotionally available, especially when they meet a woman that got her own, is successful, pay all her bills, is pretty, is knowledgeable. Like, what the F? What in the actual F?
Honestly, the amount of white dudes with Thai women that are waiting to board international flights, it's an absurdity. It is crazy. Like, half of the couples in this airport right now are beautiful Thai women with super basic white dudes.
Nowadays, with dating apps, there's always something new and more exciting just around the corner. So many women I've dated have abruptly broken things off because they found something more exciting. Dating is like taking on a part-time job. I don't have the time or the energy. I'm sure all of you can relate to that. Social media, Hollywood, and porn have really altered the expectations of the general public across the board when looking for a mate. It's actually really messed up psychologically when a person thinks about it. Specifically, unrealistic expectations are held by people who conveniently hold themselves to extremely low standards but feel entitled to the best. More specifically, unrealistic expectations are held by people who act like victims when they're confronted with equally high expectations.
Even the dudes that are my age, like, they're playing games. They're playing games. Like, baby, I don't got time to be texting all day. Like, plan something. Plan something. Like, I don't got that time to be on the phone, texting back and forth, what you doing this, and like, plan something.
I met a woman yesterday. She asked me how old I am. I said 27, almost 28. She was like, oh my god, so many women are already married at your age. How come you're still single? And I asked her, how old are you? She said, also 20 something. And I was like, there are so many women who are dead in their 20s.
Damn, whoa.
Why are you still alive?
Wait, so you're telling me that back in the day when a mom and dad would split up, they would only give the dad every other weekend?
Yeah.
And people in those societies just accepted that as normal?
Uh-huh.
But every other weekend is only like 20% of the year. Right. I mean, that also means that by the time the kid is 10, they've effectively lost 8 entire years with their dad. I mean, yeah, that's true. Didn't they know the damage of fatherlessness? Oh yeah, they had access to that information since like the 80s. They knew that kids raised without fathers were about 4 times more likely to experience anxiety and depression, drop out of school, end up in jail, end up addicted to drugs, so much more. But they still kept the every other weekend standard even into 2025? Yeah. Why? Yeah, people just kind of thought that kids needed their moms more. But weren't moms also working at that time? Oh yeah, by 2024, 50 to 70% of married women were earning as much or more than their husbands, and they were securing the majority of all college degrees. Damn.
One of your hint to go up to a girl, eye contact. If they're just looking at you, they want you to come up to them.
I'm taking mental notes.
And this is my hint. I literally kept going like this. And we made eye contact, I swear to you, like maybe 8, 9 times. So that was my hint, like come up to me, like I'm obviously, I think you're cute or something, right? Did not come up to me, and I was
so
like,
basically read her
about
mind.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying.
That's a note.
I get back home, I wake up the next day, I get a DM. Hey, saw you at the Steve Madden event, you're really cute. I open it, it was the pink shirt guy. I was like, why didn't you come up to me, like at the actual thing?
Guys are scared nowadays.
Guys are so scared.
Men are so jealous of women, especially beautiful women. Of all of that anger and all of that jealousy is the patriarchy. The reality is that men are expected to wake up early every single day and go to work and get a paycheck and pay for bills, not only for themselves, but for their wives, their girlfriends, any future kids they might have. They have to do hard manual labor or work their way up a corporate ladder. But women don't have to do that. And it makes y'all so upset that girls like me or other beautiful girls can capitalize off of our looks and make an amazing living. And I'm not saying at all that just because a girl is pretty, she doesn't have to work hard or she isn't a hard worker. If anything, you kind of have to work a little bit harder to get over the bias of being pretty.
You want to know what you did wrong? Why are you still single when all of your friends met their person and got married in their 20s? First of all, being single in your 30s is one of the best things that could have ever happened to you. You didn't do anything wrong. You got lucky. Here's why. Once you're in your 30s, you know who you are. You are steadfast in who you are. And hopefully you've done enough healing that your bar is set so high that the only person that can meet that bar is your person. You're set in who you are. You're set in a career. You know your dreams, your aspirations, where you want your life to go. In your 20s, you just don't know that. Or for the most part, people don't know that. And you're still doing so much growing in your 20s. I can honestly tell you, as someone who got married in my 20s and then divorced and then was in an abusive relationship and then broke out of that and then met my person at 33 years old, almost 34, I'm so glad that I met him in my 30s.
What the beautiful thing about being single and 30 is that if you are out there seeking your person and that is like something that you want in your life, like your life, you can fall in love tomorrow. You never know when you're going to run into your person, and these could be the last moments that you're having single. Like, and these could be the last moments that you have alone where you get to be selfish and like be in your apartment and only think about yourself and spend all your money on yourself, because your life can change in a blink of an eye. Because I think that when you're 30 and you're single and you do find your person, if that's what you're seeking, it will happen very quickly because you're more defined in like what you want and what you want in another person and who you are and your career goals and that person's career goals. Like, I think that like the older you get, the more solidified you are, your persona, and hopefully the other person that you're with is also. So it's either like it's gonna work or not. Like you can find that out fairly quickly versus like dating in your 20s. There is some period of like time that happens where it's like a transition of who you were in your early 20s to your late 20s. And I do think that it's like very drastic, the person that you are in your early 20s and your late 20s, and also like solidifying your career and financially. Like a lot of people are usually I don't know where they want to be, and also like your self-esteem is different. So I don't know, just I always am like single moments so bad because I really enjoy them, and I know that I will look back on this time and be like, wow, like that was like those were some really golden days.